First impression, what do you think of the pizza?
I reckon it looks pretty good. I mean, it's kind of a deep dish, so it's different. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another vlog. So today's vlog is, I will be covering something a little bit different. So you might know, if you've been in Vietnam quite a lot, that Pizza 4 Ps is one of the most popular pizza places here in Vietnam, especially here in Saigon. But I have found another pizza place that, you know, I've heard a lot of my friends say, you know, this place is better than Pizza 4 Ps. So I thought I would check it out. Usually you guys watch me and I do a solo vlog, but today we do have a special guest joining us, and the reason being is because we wanted to highlight the journey of our volunteer teaching English experience. We first started off with 8 students, now we have 40 students where we help to teach English as well as raise funds to help them. So they are an underprivileged school in Binh Thanh district, and I thought I'd take the time out to document and explain the process of what has happened this far. And you know, we kind of wanted to have it as a time capsule and then re-watch it in a year's time and see how that goes. So I'll take you guys with me to my class this morning that Vit is in charge of, and then thereafter we will head to the pizza place and just have casual chats about the updates on what we've been doing, fill you guys in because it is a passion project for us, and then just kind of review the pizza. So which one is better, 4 Ps or this pizza place here? So without further ado, let's get into it.
Blue. Yeah, hey. Not blue one. Yellow. Okay, low back. Okay. I did low back.
Alright, so we have Vit here, who is from Vietnam Hearts Volunteering, and today what we're going to do is we're just going to try the pizza here. You've had 4 Ps before, right?
I have had 4 Ps before.
So I think it'll be interesting to see what we think of this pizza, comparing it to Pizza 4 Ps.
Yes.
And then yeah, it would be great to get you to share a little bit about your story, what we've been doing, how you started it. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a documentary in terms of we want to track what we've done, and it would be nice to watch it back in maybe a year's time and see exactly what's happened.
Yeah, I'm a lover for pizza and I'm a lover for volunteering, so I think this is our missions align, and I think that we can. I think this would be a good you know, it'd be fun to see, like a little time capsule. So.
Yes, exactly. And so we only have 1 mic, and I hope it's sufficient. They've given us gloves, and there's just some sauces on the side as well. And
yeah, did you what? First impression, what do you think of the pizza?
I reckon it looks pretty good. I mean, it's kind of a deep dish, so it's different compared to 4 Ps, which I guess is a pizza that is more commonly known or has been around longer in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Yeah, this looks like a proper pizza. This looks like I'm gonna get a heart attack. This looks like I'm gonna clog some arteries, and that's exactly what I'm looking for in a pizza. Then Pizza 4 Ps is like more like an artisan kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that's interesting because I think it depends where you're from. So for us Australians, I don't think we would classify this being like a deep dish, like Chicago style, as a pizza. But I think Americans, that's what you classify.
Well, it depends. This is what we call like a Detroit style pizza. I wouldn't recommend going to Detroit for really anything else. But
why is that? Maybe we don't need to say why.
Yeah, if you're from America, you know.
Cheers.
But cheers. I'll do this. I'll cheers it like this with you.
All right.
First thoughts.
Oh my god, it's super saucy. Fresh. They make it fresh to order. Pretty cheesy.
Okay. What about the bread? The bread to sauce ratio? The bread to sauce ratio is
pretty good. It's crispy. For me, it's a bit thick, but I know it's meant to be deep dish. Your thoughts?
I feel like they could use a little more sauce, but a little bready, but overall like the crust quality.
Yeah. So a few pepperonis, and so my next bite is pretty bland actually. You should be a vlogger. You're very good at this.
Really?
Yeah.
A past life. But yeah, now I work with Kim, and we do volunteering together, as well as I guess food vlogging.
So share with us, how did you get started and the reason why?
So, hold on, food.
It's crispy. The bottom is so crispy.
So first of all, like, who are we? I guess I am the leader, or like the guy who started Vietnam
the
Hearts. I guess I'm a founder now. I helped found Vietnam Hearts. It's a volunteering club, maybe org one day, about kind of helping the youth of Vietnam. That's how I really wanted to start. And what we do is we go to underprivileged schools, and we try to give them a chance for education. So that would be, some of the students we work with are really poor. They don't have enough money to eat every day. Sometimes they can drop in and out of our class. They work up to midnight selling lottery tickets to support their families.
Just to eat rice. Just to have rice.
Yeah.
Which I think is crazy. I mean, growing up, did you ever worry about rice?
I had not had that issue growing up where I had to wake up and wonder if food was going to be on the table, rice, the bare minimum rice was going to be on the table the next day.
Exactly. I might have worried about my family might have worried about certain other things, but not rice. Rice was it was there.
Yeah, and I realized that I was fortunate enough to be born in a situation where I was able to have education. I didn't have to worry about food coming in the next day, and I was lucky. And so to be able to come to Vietnam, and I've met a lot of the people here, and it just feels like a sense of community. People kind of, at least in my opinion, give their hearts more openly.
Yeah.
They care about each other, and I think volunteering is a perfect way for you to give a selfless kind of love back.
Yeah, I agree. I think a big part of it is, and I've just only I've always known this, of course, but it only really kicked in maybe 2 months ago when I was like, wow, well, I could have actually been born here in Vietnam, and honestly, my parents didn't really have high education either. So, what would I be doing? I think I would be kind of in the same situation. And that realization, just like you mentioned, that we're fortunate that our parents got us to where we are, to be able to live this life is perfect to give back. And these kids are so lovely, despite the circumstances. I just went to one class because you started in about mid-February, and I came, I think, 1 or 2 weeks after that, and already the sense of you feel really proud of just going here and just being oh, these kids are so happy. They're always asking other volunteers are they coming tomorrow? And like you mentioned, if nobody is there, they just kind of sit around.
Yeah, I agree. My dad was born in Nha Trang, and he had grown up selling tires to tourists as floaties on a beach, and he used to chase down foreigners hey, you didn't pay.
Wow.
I didn't have to do that. And I really couldn't imagine what my life would have been if I was born here.
Yeah.
Like that. And these kids, they come into a classroom, and if we don't show up, then nobody shows up, and they don't really have that chance to make their lives better. I was fortunate, and I'm sure you are well. We had education and the opportunity to make our lives better, and that's what allowed me to take care of myself and others around me.
Yeah.
So. We want to give it back to these kids too. They're super sweet. They work hard, and I feel you would just have to come in one day. They would just hug you from behind out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I'll let you talk more.
I think that at the moment we just set up a GoFundMe page, and the idea is that at the moment the principal has mentioned there's about 22 children that are at risk of dropping out. So sometimes they don't come to school. They will have to go sell lottery tickets or fruits or collect recyclables to sell to afford enough rice for their family. At the start when Viet started, there was only 8 students that we were helping to volunteer English teaching. Now it's grown to 40?
At least, yeah.
Yeah, and 22 of them are at risk. So it's very interesting. We are trying to raise enough funds to support them month by month to give the rice donation so that they can attend school. Because honestly, I think it's pretty wild that you would have to pick between education and survival. That is like for us, that is a basic need that I'm shocked like that this is happening in Saigon, like a big city like this, and this is what's going on.
Yeah.
It's wild, and we're also looking for volunteers.
We are.
Tell us about the update right now. So we got school books, and what times do we work?
Yeah, we just got some school books, so we're kind of filing it on a curriculum.
Before that was ChatGPT.
Before it was just ChatGPT. We were just walking in, winging it with ChatGPT. Now we have some school books, and yeah, we're looking for volunteers. No experience needed, really. I mean, I don't even know Vietnamese like that well. She knows way more Vietnamese than me.
You can read Vietnamese somehow.
I know I can read, but it's like I'm like a goldfish, you know. I'm just kind of like I can see it, but don't understand. But yeah, no experience is needed. I started my first class not knowing like almost any lick of Vietnamese, and now it's I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's definitely challenges you, and like it really is rewarding. Like at the end of the day, like if before this I had worked like an office job, just working for corporate and like making money and like trying to just do that life, really just climb the ladder, and I really wasn't fulfilled back then. But now like I see the kids, you know, it's like, are you gonna teach tomorrow? Like, I would say it adds some sort of more purpose in your life.
I think we both said that our experience in Vietnam. So how long have you been in Vietnam now?
I've been here for almost like 6 months or 9 months.
Yeah, for me 2.5 years, and I think we both said like this is the most memorable thing we've done. It's not like a tourist attraction or anything. It's just something that is so passionate to us, and to see the progress in a span of what, it's been 5 or 6 weeks now.
Yeah.
Our progress is crazy.
Yeah, we've raised almost, I mean, over $500 in US.
Not to mention the local donations as well.
Yeah, not to mention local donations. We have like we were able to feed some of these kids on a monthly basis now. But like I said, we still are looking for some more volunteers and people that are interested in the cause.
In the cause.
In the mission, in the mission. Yeah. Eat pizza with us.
Where do you see this going, or what do you see in the future?
Originally, my goal here was just to have some teachers come in like 5 days a week, so that these kids can have an education. I see that it has the potential to grow even more. It's more just can we get it to a sustainable fashion? Because right now, all of us are volunteers, so people kind of like are doing their best to make it work. So yeah, if honestly, some of the people I've met doing volunteering have been some of the greatest people that I have met on my travels so far.
So true. I think at the moment we're trying to look for a process of how to use these funds and provide full transparency so that there's no issues or no misunderstanding. And that's a very important step that we are cautiously approaching now, just to make sure that there is no issues, because of course we're foreigners doing this in Vietnam, so that's an issue. But we will take our time, and those that have donated, we definitely will provide you frequent updates, and I think that's very essential to what we're doing.
Yeah, so I would say we're doing our best out here, and if you believe or think that what we're doing is important at all, or like you want to get involved, feel free to reach out. We have a Facebook page, and yeah, send us a message. We would love to have you guys on. There's volunteering positions for teaching, also non-teaching positions, and it would be really good to get in touch. I like Kim mentioned, I had done a lot of solo traveling before this, maybe for about a year now, and I would definitely say this is probably one of the most memorable experiences that I have had.
Yeah. So I think to wrap it up, I'll leave all the details in the description box below if you're looking to donate or if you want to find out more details. But generally it is about 1 hour of volunteer teaching English. If you're interested, you can join as an assistant, so you don't have to be the lead teacher or anything like that. So there's no pressure. It's very fun. The kids just love it when we show up. But yes, the final question is, what do you think of the pizza, and how does it compare to 4Ps?
Pizza, I give it out of 10. Okay, on a Vietnam standard, this is probably like 9. This is probably like a solid 9 out of 10 for a pizza. From a global standard, global standard, I would say this is maybe like a 7, a 7. Hey, 7's good. 7's passing. 7's passing. 7's That's a C. That's a C. In Asian standard, that's not good enough, but for me, I'm a pretty easy guy. So I would say, yeah, try it out if you're in Vietnam and you want some decent pizza.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a place worthwhile to check it out. I don't know why it's blown up or how long it's been here for, but I've just been hearing about it all the time. So I was like, I'm going to check it out. This was both our first time here, and I reckon it's a solid 8, solid 9. Probably if there was a bit more toppings and sauce to counter the deep dishness of the base. But yeah, I definitely like it better than Pizza 4Ps. You?
Yes. Pizza 4Ps, I feel, well, it's more expensive. The crowd, I would say but like it's more fancy. It's more fancy. Like I feel like why am I fancy eating pizza? Like I'm clearly eating pizza because I'm not getting high and watching a movie. Like so. This feels more the essence of pizza, the spirit of pizza.
Yeah. All right, I think we can wrap it up. Thanks so much for coming in today.
Yep. Subscribe to her channel. Like our Facebook page.
Yes.
What else do people say? Oh, smash that like button.
Smash the like button. Leave us a comment. If you have any questions, leave us a comment below about what we do or anything. Or yeah, like Viet mentioned, add us on Facebook, have a chat with us. And yeah, we'd love to hear from you, 100%. Other than that, thanks so much for watching, guys. And I will see you in the next one.
Ciao.
So sweet like a lemonade. Take time, we can get a minute made. We can do something new, let me innovate. We can take it slow like we iterate.